In 1986, there used to be an orphanage in the city toxic Chernobyl, Ukraine. When it exploded at the nuclear power plant affects many children and workers who died in the orphanage, but only 6 children survived to the side. Some died in different ways, but I will say that these children were and what characters represent. The first child was a girl of 10 years old named Rebecca. She had hair of pale skin, red and wearing a black dress. She became friends with the other 5 orphans and was the leader of his group of friends. He was intelligent and friendly. Rebecca also had a black cat called Darling. But soon and unfortunately, Love died 3 years later because he had cancer. Rebecca fell into a deep depression and one day he jumped out a window. Rebecca was the inspiration for Ruby Gloom and Darling was the inspiration for Doom Kitty. The second child was a girl named Juliana. He had black hair and an eye because he had lost the other in the explosion. Juliana was a hyperactive child. He liked to play with plants and animals. One day, while playing with a lot of centipedes, was bitten by them and was poisoned. His friends tried to help, but to no avail. Within a day, Juliana died innocently. She became the inspiration for Iris. The third child was a depressed girl about the age of 9. Her name was Sonia. She was a sad soul who lived a pretty miserable life. The disaster of the power plant had come to his senses and overwhelmed her joy. One night, Sonia cut his throat with a pen that he found under his bed and was killed. She is the inspiration for Misery. The fourth and fifth children were twins called Petri and Sven. The formation was caused by a birth defect. They were very close siblings who consulted each other and felt they should be together. But one day he got into a fight and no longer wanted to be connected. Sven used a saw to cut into pieces, but ended up murdered. They became the inspiration of Frank and Len. The sixth and last child was a boy of 8 named Ivan. He had broken his face, half was still attached, but the skull had shown practically the other side. I accidentally had acid in the face, and half fainted. She lived with her as if it were not a bad idea. But one day, had a severe infection that ended up killing him. Therefore, Ivan died. It became the inspiration for the Skull Boy. Some people believe that the souls of the children are in the orphanage, continuing to fiddle about. They even say that if you listen closely, you can even hear their laughter. And so my friends, this was born the idea of Ruby Gloom. Ha 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 ha.